Exileh manages to take over this game, then there could be real problems, and it'd be on Odoamme of power in this Unicorns lineup. Ashe
with as the Keystones come out, nothing too special there.
To lose that one. All of the crowd had an intake of breath there as well.
In he comes. Oh, Hylissang's gonna have to flash. The Axe will come in, and Jankos just doesn't care right now. He still keeps chasing. A lot of damage onto Hylissang. Summoner heal, but this is gonna be first blood, and it goes to Freeze. Jankos pays for it with his life, but Freeze cashes in.
Freeze gets us, and the only person that really can beat would be Jankos or Vander, who is coming bottom side. H2K are looking to dive on Chachi. His Mega Knight is about to expire.
Oh, Chachi.
Does he know? He goes on Odo.
Oh, Odo made himself look real tasty. Mega Gnar's about to go down. Jankos looking to charge in for chasing the line as he tanks the turret up. Chachi knows he's a dead man here, flashing desperately.
He's
alive. And Vander actually takes too much from the turret. Gets the execute.
Minimal numbers have been pushing that down now, so I believe they're going to die at roughly the same time, unless they want to dive Chachi again.
Yeah, trying to zone away with the bubble. This time Chachi just steps right on forward, and in comes Jankos. Freeze cashing in again.
It's all about investing in your future. For H2K and the rest of their team to look to accelerate this. They're going for Chachi again.
Oh, just keep beating him up. In comes the Mega Gnar. There's a great timing, but Jankos, he might not have to care about this. Ragnarok keeps him alive, but the tower takes him down, and courtesy of move, that's a 1-for-1.
This time they get him, but they lose one of their own force. Freeze!
Oh, he got Veritas! Oh, those damaging axes! Summoner heal, Ashe arrow burn. They're trying to get away, but suddenly in comes Ryu.
It's not over yet. Hylissang starts to be walked.
Oh, forget the box. Hilly's going nowhere. He's going to hook in Freeze for a good time. That's a third kill to the Draven. Veritas for himself, but H2K still in a fairly significant lead here as Freeze. Oh, he steps way too far forward into the Ashe arrow. Face tanks it. And Veritas shuts him down. Now they're looking for more. Move and Exile chasing on to Jankos. Unicorns might just get back in this one.
That is Freeze.
And they get even more for themselves. Starting to look good for the Unicorns.
And despite the fact that...
He's got long ones, but he's got short ones too.
So how did Jankos die here?
He's got let's take a look
he
at
just
it.
gets flayed back.
Yeah, he kind of disrespected and then the hook.
Hook again. Hilly this time curving it down rather than up.
If they can secure it or move can smite it away. How about that? Lantern back to safety.
When the target is low on health, so it means Vlad won't be able to drop super low. Move has got Jankos, or is it Jankos having Move?
He turns around.
Here comes the TP coming through. Nami ult comes through.
Oh, the Lantern is enough. They catch Vander, bubble up, but it's no trouble. Veritas takes down Vander. Freeze with the whirling death will not find enough damage. Able to skirmish. When they get catches, it's been fantastic, but no, not so much the other way around. Move does find himself caught as we say it, but the hook comes out, does not land on to Jankos. Hylissang is separated, but Freeze.
He didn't want to expend his TP, so he was trying to run through the jungle. Oh, Vander!
Arrow into hook,
blind?
And he's gone.
Did a ward expire in that bush, or was Thresh for some sense of further crowd control? And then there's Exile for the damage.
Yeah,
to top
and they're
everything
just so speedy too. You don't see this many teams often going for these types of boots these days, but look at that. Swifty's on 4 out of 5 members. Hylissang, he might be caught, but they're able to turn it around towards him. That's going to be the big wave. Teleport coming in. They've caught Freeze on a hook into the Ashe arrow. He goes. He's burning down. One shield will not be enough, and Odoamme now bailing out. The Unicorns hit hard, and they are going to find themselves not 1, but 2 kills as Odo has trapped on the Unicorn side of the map.
Ashe's items completed before that fight, but after the fight, everything has gone right into you to
keep on pushing and look to keep on baiting and see if they can get another catch that might turn into a Baron for them. Lantern for the vision. Ooh, that was a big bunch of chunk onto Veritas. Move is all right. They turn in, and a big Gnar from Chachi. In comes the wave, but they are hooking their way right on in. Veritas running wild, but Jankos does manage a shutdown. Veritas, he's not gonna die. Just barely hanging on as a double kill comes in for the AD carry of Unicorns. Exile wrecking through the rest of H2K, and only Vander lives to tell the tale of that team fight.
Everything had the damage coming out from Jankos, but the fact that Freeze was dead early on in the fight makes it very difficult. Snowballing in scrims, you get so far ahead out of the jungle with like an Olaf or a Kha'Zix or a Heck.
Because I was like, I got to, but you know what Unicorns got to do? A real quick Infernal Drake. Okay, they're both scary on their own, but when you add them together, yes. Now the Baron's getting
TP's
started.
coming in.
3,000 health. Jankos. Oh, they've actually peeled away from this. Jankos is trying to find the fight. Move is very low.
Chachi's going into Mega Gnar. They're not actually going to instead, so they're going to take the tower trade and then maybe bring Chachi in. They won't have Mega Gnar for it, though.
Yeah, tower
Ashe
does go
arrow
down.
comes
They
through.
get the Ashe arrow. It's Odoamme.
Now they TP.
And now the TP's coming in around the side, looking for the big flank. No Mega Gnar available, but he's buying enough time for them to get in, and it's exploding right there. Vander going down. Jankos trying to Ragnarok his way to freedom, but Exileh, meanwhile, right on top of Freeze, right on top of Ryu, and he's 1v2, looking for some help from Hilly, and that's all he needs. 4 for 0.
Unicorns, they're continuing to pile on insurmountable pressure for H2K right now in this game.
So they're doing nothing,
that makes
which
sense.
is also the same as nothing doing. It's just an anagram. All right, Exileh's going to have to get away from the Draven axis, but yeah, back to the game, out of linguistics, in comes the fight, in comes the wave. Hylissang, they've got him caught, and Freeze will cash in finally. How much will they pay for it, though? A triple kill! Oh, my word! A quadra! Exileh, can he hunt the penta? He doesn't even need it. Move's just going to keep him away from the base.
Unicorns want the 2-0. They say, screw the penta. We don't want the highlight play. Get us the game. This would be a massive 2-0 win against a team that should really have cleaned this out. Unicorns with an impressive set of games.
Pounding in the studio. You can hear it through just about everything. 32 minutes. Unicorns of love. 2-0 victory on the day. I haven't seen them that happy in quite some time. And what a well-earned victory over one of the top-ranked teams, well, maybe not for long, here in Europe.
Very tenacious victory as well. I guess you could say keep calm and keep farming for that kind of setup for the Unicorns. That's exactly what they did, despite giving over a bunch of kills early on. 5 kills went over. And I mean, they kept farming, kept going. Even though Chachi was under a lot of pressure, just absorbed it in the early game and was able to kind of hold on in that game. And man, Unicorns started getting the Ashe arrows working for them. Exileh